his name because that's the name in the Super Nintendo version. So yeah, some things different, some things are the same. We are very tiny, but we have much better combat skills in this one from the get-go.
Eleanor, where have you been? You had me worried sick, staying out so late.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gardner. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I just...
It's okay, Eleanor. As long as you're all right, we'll pretend this never happened. So, who are your two friends? I don't believe I recognize either one of them.
Look a little closer.
Looks at the redhead one. No, I still don't recognize this one.
You'll get it in a second.
Uh-huh.
Hey there, Gardner! Still standing at the gate like always, I see.
Wait. Dogie, is that really you?
Yup, it's Dogie. He's here to teach you how to Dogie.
Yeah, I guess I've been a little out of touch. Sorry.
My favorite little troublemaker has come home. Where have you been all this time? And what have you been up to?
Well, you know, wandering, killing monsters, saving the world. The usual. Anyway, I brought a pal of mine along. Go on, Adol, introduce yourself.
Adol introduced himself to Gardner.
This is the biggest disappointment to me. After, like, when I first played this, like, when I got it, like, all the way back in, like, 2012. Or, no, it was, like, 2010, I think, is when I got this. Somewhere in that ballpark. I played this for, like, a little bit. And I didn't notice this because I hadn't played the game in, like, so long. But, like, after, I recently played, like, a little bit of this again. Like right after the show Lynn, mostly after she beat the original, I showed her the remake. Since I got my computer up and everything. That was the once she beat Yeast 3 is the day I hooked up the computer to the TV because I wanted to do it for a while, but I don't know. There was like a lot of things. The fact that I had to literally take away like something that my son was kind of enjoying down here and stuff like that. But now he comes down and watches me play Ship Game, which I should start uploading that maybe starting Monday. So because I've recorded some of the Ship Game I record to keep him entertained, but I explain that all then. Like I record it without audio, without voice commentary. And then so I can focus on the game and he can watch it and all that stuff. And then stuff like that. So you'll see that on Monday on my channel. Because those are just going to be videos I make and upload to YouTube because I can't really stream them because reasons. But anyway, long story short, because I got distracted here. We saw in the other game that Edo likes to talk. He talked in yellow. In this one, he doesn't talk. The narrator talks for him and just says that he talks like this. That is a disappointment. I'd rather hear Adele speak.
An adventurer, eh? Well, that's certainly a rarity.
Especially since he doesn't necessarily introduce himself, really. You really don't know what what he's actually thinking, because he's been on an adventure before. He's been on 2. He's 1 and 2 by this point. So it's kind of things, yeah.
But from the looks of that sword on your belt, I can tell you're no amateur.
Darn tootin'.
No, he's quite remarkable. I was attacked by monsters just now, and he came right to my rescue.
Oh, she's
Is
trusting.
that a fact? Well then, you have my thanks, good sir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to help. That's the problem with gate duty. You miss all the real trouble out in the field.
True.
Does raise a point worth discussing, though. Why are there monsters here in the first place? We'd heard rumors that Felghana's fallen on hard times. But I had no idea it had gotten so bad.
I guess in this one, the fortune teller just told us that Falgalia has fallen on hard times. We didn't learn about Galbahan. Kalbanana. Galbalam. Yeah, that's right. Galbalam. Yeah, Galbalan. 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 We didn't learn about him, I guess, this time.
Yeah, things certainly aren't looking up these days.
So the fortune teller didn't tell us the whole story. Nor did the fortune ball break,
It's
so...
been pretty bad for around a year now. We're rarely visited by anyone anymore as a result. No travelers, no merchants.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting late. You can tell me all about where you've been and what you've done come morning. For now, you should head on in and get some sleep. I bet you're exhausted after what you've been through.
Another difference is that we immediately go to sleep when we get to town. So going to the inn makes more sense.
This place sure hasn't changed much either. I used to live and work at this inn when I was a kid. I owe Mams a lot for looking after me back then. Hey, Elena, go get Chester, would you? I haven't seen him in so long, and we can't have a reunion party if everyone's not here.
I'm sorry. He's not in town right now.
What? Oh, no way! Oh well, what can you do? He's probably pretty busy.
I'm afraid I'll be taking my leave for the night as well. My long absence likely had a few people worried, so I really should let them know I'm okay.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll be fine here for the night. We're probably gonna hang out a little before we go to bed. By the way, are you and Chester still living with the mayor?
Oh no, he and I have a house on the edge of town now. It's just...
Something wrong?
Oh, it's nothing, really. I guess I'll be off then. It was nice to meet you, Adol, and good to see you again, Dogi. I know you two must be tired from your journey. Please, take it easy and get some rest, okay?
Yeah.
She's acting kind of strange. Probably just been a rough day for her. Man, she sure has filled out nicely. She's got that whole childhood friend thing going for her, too. Now, who am I kidding? She's gonna fall for you, not for me. That's always how it goes. Let's just get inside.
Dogi?
Well, she recognized him right away.
I can't believe it! It's really you! My little nightmares come home!
My little nightmare come home.
And look at those muscles! You've grown so big! Last time I saw you, you were just a pudgy little brat.
Yeah, it's me. I'm back. You're looking well.
You know, I haven't heard a peep out of you since you left. Would it be so much to ask for some kind of contact? A letter at least if you couldn't visit.
I'm sorry, Mams.
Well, I always figured you'd do well for yourself. It certainly is nice to see you back safely, though.
There's a brand new character that did not have last time, or the other game. And this one starts out kind of slow.
A friend of Dogi's, then?
Adol gave his name and explained that he had been traveling with Dogi for quite some time.
I see. Well, thank arrived at a pretty bad time. Lots of unpleasant business going on lately. But still, happy events like these are rare, so I intend to enjoy this while I can.
Ma'ams.
Ma'ams.
You two boys must be hungry. Let me fix you up a nice big meal. And you'd better clean your plates if you know what's good for you.
Meanwhile, in Castle Victoria, or whatever.
So then, how is the investigation coming along?
Yeah, I need to fix the audio. I messed up on the audio. I apologize. I didn't realize it was so bad.
You have nothing to worry about, my lord. We've already confirmed their locations. The Tigray Quarry, the Oberon's Ruins, and the Sacred Mountains of Eldor. All that now remains is to organize the men and begin our search in earnest.
Excellent, excellent. Once I possess what I seek, my might and majesty will be known far and wide. Indeed, perhaps my homeland could lay claim to all of Europa. Either way, this certainly should be an enjoyable undertaking. Wouldn't you agree?
In your hands, my lord, I am certain that dream will become a reality.
Indeed it will. Indeed. I leave the search in your hands. Make certain it continues without interruption. I expect good news forthwith.
You do me great honor. I pledge you my success, Lord Maguire. I shall see to it that your faith in me is not misplaced.
He's going to be a douchebag. Watch out, his douchiness is rising.
So, Adel, while I'm here, I think I'm gonna swing by the Elder Mountains for a bit to visit my old master.
Sounds like a plan. I think he does this he'll do this in the other game too. But he does it like after the next, like after we return. But he's just already doing it now.
He's the one who taught me everything I know about fighting, back when I was a kid. If anyone would know the reason for all the monsters showing up around here, he'd be the one.
Yeah,
I won't be gone long though. You should relax and tour the town. It's a really nice place. If you have any questions, you can ask Elena. She said her house was on the outskirts of town, so I'm sure it won't be too tough to find. I'm off for now. See you later, buddy.
See ya. This is why we don't ever have a party until Game 7. What's up there? Different one. Oh, it's like right stick, right options. There we go. No part 2. Alright, so we have like... We start with the short sword, the wooden shield, and the leather armor by default. We don't even have to buy them, which is good because we don't have money. Start off this one. We do have 60 health starting off though. And we can't unequip these either, so we can't like be non-equipped. So, yeah. There are 5 grades of equipment that are better. And looks like 3 bracelets and 6 accessories. So there is going to be like an extra sword and shield, looks like. I'm going to be real. I have not finished this game. It's been on my bucket list for a while though. To finish this, which is another reason why I kind of want to bounce around and do this one. Let's be real. Oh, hi. Oh, hey, you're the guy who took the rooms next door last night, aren't you? We got some guests, certainly not tourist season in Fulgalia right now. Name's Antonio, I'm here on business from Romaine, from the Roman Empire. You heard of a thing called Ravel ore? It's really high quality rock, native to this region. It's also the reason I'm here. Ooh. Ore. I'm afraid to learn about that more soon. you Adele? Marco told me about you. Says you're close friends of Doki's and an adventurer, no less. We certainly picked quite a time to hunt for Gilead. Pretty bad tidings these days. Strange Red have been wreaking havoc with our harvest. The monsters have been running all over the place. Nobody knows what's next, and nobody really wants to know. Count yourself lucky that you're just visiting. Thanks to Count dumbass, I came all the way here from Garmin for no damn reason at all. Got something on your mind, Red? You ain't gonna try to make me stop drinking, are you? But this bottle's my only friend I got. Good morning. Did you sleep well? I guess Doggy's already gone, Lord knows where. Still can't even sit still, that boy. Even after all these years. He's grown the muscles of a man, but he's still at the head of a hyperactive little brat. He has gotten you into trouble during your adventure, has he? He hasn't, does he? Has he? He probably has. Alright, cool. No, I can't save until I leave town. That's right. Save station's just right outside town for me.
Welcome. Well, well, what have we here? Are you a traveler by any chance? That sword looks like it's seen a lot of action. You should have it fixed up.
This girl really wants to hit
This
us.
store deals in weapons and armor, along with a handful of our own specially selected curios.
I think basically these two people replaced the two merchants from the other game, but they basically just combined the weapons merchant with the items merchant, and made the girl apparently far more attractive in this version, and flirtatious.
The boss is a bit eccentric, but you'll be hard-pressed to find a better smithy anywhere else in the world. He's choosy about his clientele, though, so don't be offended if he turns you away at first. Just keep at him.
What will you do? Yeah, buy equipment, buy
Welcome.
items. It's the same stuff, the Bandit Slayer. You can also see how much it improves everything. Like, this brings us up to 59. This brings us up to 87. Like, you can just see it straight up from the get-go. Let's see, hold on. Large shield brings us like to 56 from 44. So it's like 12 more. Yeah, okay. So, if I could have had the money for it... Oh, that is almost like 3,000 here, though. Okay. The chainmail is probably still our first order of things to buy. But... the longsword's not that far behind. Then the large shield eventually, but I think the large shield is still probably item 3 on the list. There's plate mail, which is really good, and the banded mail. So I think if I would have got the large shield, it would have been way better. Also, I can just see the difference right there. Yeah, it's like... Okay. Well, I guess it's the difference between what the current shield has and what's not, and I can't see the difference
Don't be a
right
stranger.
away. But I only have, like, not that much gold, so... Wait, what items do you have?
Welcome.
Ah, yeah, this one permanently raises your max HP. That sounds good. And revives you once. So I probably wouldn't mind grabbing a few handful of these. It boosts up my max HP at any time I want. Incapacitates enemies. Blocks enemy attacks. And then this one revives you. Which I think the item in the other one is supposed to revive you too. But in the Super Nintendo release, they made it to where only
Don't be a stranger.
it only does experience growth instead. Because it definitely doesn't revive you, because we checked that out. It does
What
not.
do you want? I'm Adonis. I own this shop. And if my appearance hasn't given it away yet, I'm happy to confirm that yes, I'm a smithy. Huh. From the looks of that sword, you know what you're doing at least. But I make it a rule to refine weapons and armor for people I like, and only people I like. Sorry, but you may as well just head home.
Aw. But I need my sword upgraded. 99,000 times. I'm gonna jump if I want to, because I can jump. Alright, anyway, so we're doing that. Hey mister, are you familiar with that big massive muscle my daddy tells me is named Dogi? I seen all his friends be circus strongmen, but you don't look like a circus strongman at all. You're an adventurer, right? Which means you're going to exploring new lands, fighting monsters with that sword. I'd be an adventure partner. I promise I'll be real helpful fitting a monster with my Picard power. I always play adventure, so I know just what it's like. The enemies will be all like, oh, and I'll be like, bam. And then they'll be like, boo, and I'll be like, oh, and I'll be like, boo, and then bam, boom, and then they'll be like, bam, and then we'll be like, boom, and then bam, and then boom, and then they'll be like, bam, and then they'll be like, please talk.
I don't believe we've met.
Please talk, get me out of this loop.
Which means you must be Adam, that friend of Dogi's I've been hearing so much about. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Nell, and I'm a devotee of the church. Is it true that you saved Elena from a pack of wild monsters? Words cannot express how thankful we are for that. I've pledged myself to this church for many a year, and have known the Stoddart children since they were very little. They've always regarded me as a big sister to them. Sister with a small s, that is. And I've always regarded them in kind. Which is why traumatic events like last night's unpleasantness affect me so.
Oh, you must be Adam. It's nice to meet you.
These people aren't
I'm
even
Father
here,
Jean-Pierre, pastor of this church. Elena's had quite a lot to say about you. I understand you're the one who saved her when she was ambushed by a pack of monsters.
Yeah.
For that, I must truly thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm certain that Elena had her reasons for being out so late. She denied any, of course, claiming it was just a flight of fancy. But I feel there's more to it than that. If I pressure her to tell me things she wishes to hide, though, I can see no good coming of it. But I digress. Please forgive me. This is our very first meeting, and here I am babbling away.
Yes, you are.
May God's blessings be with you in your travels. If anything ever troubles you, always remember, the church's doors are open. Come by any time, day or night.
Okay, I guess I can't. You use like statues to save your game in this one. I guess there's probably a reason why he's here. In gameplay, for gameplay reasons, but I don't know what they are yet. I've only gotten to a point that I used to get stuck in as a child. I got stuck on in this game as well, which frustrated me to no end. And now that I'm using a controller, have a better computer, and have the willingness to actually sit down and get through this, I plan to actually sit down and actually beat this game now, so we'll see how that works out.
Oh, good morning, Adol. Is Dogi not with you today?
Adol explained that Dogi had gone to visit his old master in the Elder Mountains.
Oh, well, it's not very nice of him, to be honest. He hasn't even shown you around yet.
Nope.
But that's Dogi for you. 8 years ago, he suddenly decided he simply had to go on a journey of self-discovery. To become a man, he said.
A man! I'm a man! Punch. That's what he decided to learn.
I wasn't fond of the idea myself, but Chester sternly opposed it. The two of them got into quite a scuffle. They did make up right as Dogi was about to leave, though.
That's good.
To be honest, I have something I need to tell Dogi. Remember yesterday, when I said Chester was out of town? Well, that's true, but he actually hasn't been back in over 6 months.
Wow, it took us like 2 seconds in the other game. It took us this long to find out here.
He left a note for me on the day he vanished. It just said, I won't be back for a while. I haven't heard anything from him at all since then. Not a word.
Dun dun dun.
I'm not sure how to tell Dogi. After he came all this way.
The good news is because I don't remember 90% of this game. Other than the literal plot of Yeast 3, I don't actually know what the plot of this game is, so it'll be kind of blind for all of us. Like any twists and turns they might throw at us. I know one twist, but it's probably because it's the twist of Yeast 3.
Sorry. I don't mean to dump all my apprehensions on you. When he gets back, I guess I'll just have to give it to him straight. I'm sure Dogi will take the news well after all he's seen and done with you. As well as he can, anyway.
Probably. Now to go back to the front of town. So what are these doors? That day my son was telling me he found some ancient ruins or something down deep in the mines. There you go. I went back there with him a short while ago to look at it. Which is surprising to me though. Back in the day we found all the old sorts of artifacts and ruined tunnels. I distinctly remember just stumbling upon an ancient mineral there one day. You know what I did? I just dug around it. What is this, an empty house? It's also empty. This might be the mayor's house. So they go rescue the mayor from the, like, literal, like, the mines. We already seen that that's the case in the other game, so...
What?
Be the case here, too?
How many were there?
I'm not sure, but there were definitely a lot. More than I've ever seen before.
Uh-oh. Scuffle, there's conversation going on over there.
What do you want with me, stranger? Please just leave me be. You're too young to have gone deaf. Please, just get out of here. Leave me be.
Hey, you don't technically know that. Apparently I'm almost mute.
Who are you?
Adol introduced himself and asked what was happening.
Monsters started gushing out of one of the deep mine shafts in the Tigre Quarry. That's east of here. We only just barely made it out of there alive, but Mayor Edgar is still inside. So Dewey, that's the head miner, asked me to go into town and get some help. Anybody who's willing and able.
Dogi could do this job easily. But he left town a short while ago. Probably too far away to track him down now. I can't go myself either, since I'm the only one trained in defensive combat around here. I've got to guard the town. Adol, I hate to ask, but we could really use your strength.
My strength?
Would you put your adventurer's skills to use for us and check out the quarry in my place?
Yes, please. It would mean a great deal to me as well. The mayor, Dewey, and even Paul are in grave danger right now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this. I can't even imagine how to repay
Thank you so much.
We're in your debt, Adol. Here, I've got a map of Felgana. You might need it.
I keep forgetting. Well, I've already brought this up because it's also the same in like every Yeast game. How this item get tuned sounds like the item get tuned from Metroid.
You should also make sure you're well prepared, as it sounds like you'll be fighting some monsters in there.
Probably.
Take this and use it to get your equipment refined.
My equipment, who what now? Gravel ore, we just heard about that. And 50
Go
bucks.
talk to Adonis, the town's smithy. Tell him I sent you, or he probably won't give you the time of day. He's a stubborn one, but he knows how to pound metal like nobody's business. Your equipment's in good hands with him. I do hate asking you to put your life at risk for us, but we need you right now. Show us what you're made of, adventurer.
Okay. Hey.
It's you again. Doesn't matter how many times you talk to me. I pick and choose my own clientele, and I do not choose you.
Adol relayed Gardner's message.
You serious? Gardner sent you? Guess that means you'll take good care of my work, if nothing else. Well, if Gardner says you're good news, then you're good news. Gotta do what the old guy asks. I can augment your sword, armor, and shield here. Just hand them over, and I'll make them better.
Make
Well,
them better.
we got enough Robble ore for the job, anyway. Monsters often get it stuck in their fur or claws and will drop it when killed. Or sometimes it's just lying around. I'll have to charge you a service fee too, though, or else Cynthia's gonna put up a fuss like you wouldn't believe. And the price varies per piece, as we've got this whole quality chart system in place. Don't ask me, it was her idea. So,
Anyway,
what have
she's
you
the
got for me?
market heavy one. No wonder she uses all her flirtations to probably like get people to buy stuff from her at higher prices.
You're part of my clientele now, adult Kristen, so feel free to come on by anytime you need work done. What do you got for me?
Weapons center.
This the one? Good to go.
We got now it's 20 plus 2. Yeah, 6 and 8. That's why the original shield 6. Here we go. I don't have any more raffle now. At least I got that weapon upgraded.